Today we're going to talk about the when does life begin? Let's look into that question, and just going to go over. I'm going to try and answer that question using the Bible, through science, and my own anecdotal evidence that life begins at conception. Let's talk about it. Hi, this is Keith. Welcome to the Ghetto Sapien channel. And today's morning brief is going to be about when does life begin? Like I said, I believe it begins at conception. So, since we're going to try and keep this a morning brief, let's get back to your Sunday. Let's get right into it. So, biblically speaking, I'm going to refer to Psalm 139, verses 13 through 14, where it says, "For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well." Okay, so Psalm 139 to me indicates that God has his hand on you from before you're born. He has knitted you together. You are wonderful work. We need to respect the individual. Also, that's what I think you get from this, that each and every one of us are God's children and created by Him. So, to me, Psalm 139 again emphasizes the importance of the individual, and that our life begins before we're born. For scientific evidence, at least the pro-life scientific argument, I think is best carried out by this lady. Her name is Kristin Hawkins. She is a pro-life lioness. You can check her out on her webpage on YouTube. It's Students for Life. Let me just give you a little example of what this lady does here. I like her little stance there, like, "Ooh, I'm so proud. That took me a week to come up with that non-argument argument. It's not even scientific. It's illogical. It's an irrational." But a lot of the abortion debate is emotional and irrational, and not science-based. Because since science doesn't favor the pro-abortion argument, they have to go with emotion. So let's check out Ms. Hawkins' response. Okay, I'll let it continue. It's just hilarious. I'll just end it there. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but you can see where it heads. It's science, which is on Kristen Hawkins' side, and it's all emotional, which is the other side of the argument. And again, which is why I think the abortion debate, they have to drag it into the emotional side because science does not help them at all. Scientifically speaking, we understand that life begins at conception with every species on the planet. A unique combination of DNA is created. That's a unique life, separate from the mother or whatever else is carrying it. It is its own thing. It's never been seen before, and it'll never be seen again. Unique, special, life. And I'll give you, I guess I'm trying to keep this within a few minutes' time, but I will give you my anecdotal proof that life begins before conception. Here is, not before birth, I'm sorry, that life starts at conception and that you're alive before you're born. Here's my proof. Here's me with my little girl, Danielle. She's just a cutie pie. Anyway, so when my wife is pregnant with her, I decided that I'm gonna try and sing to her in my horrible singing voice the ABCs, just to see if she hears me. So I used to do it every day. I'd sing her I'm not even gonna do it here. It's terrible. It was bad enough I exposed my daughter to it. I don't need to let everyone else hear it too. Anyway, I can't sing. In fact, I think my daughter's love for bossa nova music and jazz is just her way of trying to drown out this weird ABC song that's probably running in her head and she has no clue where it's coming from. So hopefully it works out for her. Anyway, so I was singing the ABC songs to my daughter through, the womb and whatnot. And when it was time for her birth, I was there, and I cut her cord, umbilical cord, the whole 9 yards, the whole, it was just incredible, the whole experience. And when the nurse came in and wrapped her up and then handed her to me, she was just, she seemed, she was making little noises like she was about to cry, which is normal for newborns. But I sang the ABC songs to her there, and she calmed right down. She couldn't quite see that well because when they're newborns, their corneas aren't really solidified yet. But she looked at me and she recognized me, and it just blew me away. She did hear me. It was proof that she heard me all this time. Because, scientifically, sound travels better through solids and liquids, like in the womb, than it does through air. So a child's life begins before they're born. Your life begins before you're born. We don't know exactly when consciousness hits or something like that, but it definitely happens before you're born. And in that case, it's always best to err on the side of life. Since we're not 100% sure when when children are conscious or whatever, let's just be pro-life in that case, because we don't know for sure when they are fully conscious. But we do know it happens before they're born. At least I know that for a fact. But that's just my take on it. 7 minutes. Let me see if I can wrap this up real quick. But that's my take. Life begins before you're born. Life begins at the point of conception. And I think scientifically that's true, biblically that's true, and in my case, anecdotally, it's true as well. But, hey, what do you think? You could comment, like, share, and subscribe. Have a good Sunday.